What's up there, Romies? Mike Rudd back with you. A little family fun and perhaps an outdoor, or should I say underground, adventure for you today in this experience. We're headed to central Kentucky, doing a little road trip to a couple different spots. Depending on your vibe, this one can be super high energy or this can be super low key. So central Kentucky has some really amazing spots, including where we're going to go first, the only national park in the state, also the biggest cave in the entire world, aptly named Mammoth Cave National Park. Took me years to go to this place, partly because my mom had an intense fear of caves. So we went to Colorado, South Dakota, Wyoming a lot on our national park summer road trips. When I finally arrived to Mammoth Cave, though, I really could not believe how intensely amazing this place is. We did the historic tour, which comes into the main entrance, which is this huge gaping hole that you enter through. And it's over 2 hours long to go through this tour. And you're just walking through, you're seeing the stalactites, you're seeing the stalagmites. And I'm just in complete awe of this amazing place. Another great tour to do there is the Domes and Dripstones tour. This tour, you enter an old bomb shelter that they bombed out during the war, and you enter by going down a couple hundred steps, very narrow, very steep. Those of you maybe not sure of your footing, I would say pass on this tour, but you get to go through some of the most historic, well-known spots of Mammoth Cave, like Fat Man's Squeeze and the Bottomless Pit. Those were my two recommendations for the tours. We stayed in lodging right there in the park. There's hiking above the park. It's still a beautiful place in Kentucky to go explore, so you don't have to do a cave tour. All cave tours, any way you want to enter the cave, you do need to purchase a ticket. And after you pack up, I have two more places that I think you might want to go. This one probably more if you have some little ones with you. So grandparents and parents of young kids, listen up. Head to Dinosaur World. This is I would call it a theme park all around dinosaurs. It's fun, it's kind of cheeky, it's kind of quirky, it's kind of weird. It's in the middle of nowhere in central Kentucky, but it's a great place to take the kids. My wife and I actually were driving to Mammoth Cave and we saw this huge dinosaur on the side of the road and we needed to stop anyway for a minute and switch driving. So when we did, we decided, of course, to get a photo by the dinosaur. And we thought, wow, I can't believe this place is so empty. There's literally no one else here. And we have these private photos with the dinosaurs. And they've been open for an hour. Well, that's because we didn't realize that we had switched time zones. And we were in a different time zone. And no, Dinosaur World was not open yet. And that is why nobody was there. This place is actually very popular. Tons of people come through there. So if you have kids, if you have grandkids looking to do something fun in and around Mammoth Cave National Park to extend your road trip in Kentucky, Dino World is a great place. Finally, Abraham Lincoln's birthplace, well known to be the land of Lincoln in Illinois, but actually he was born in Kentucky, just an hour or two away from Mammoth Cave and Dinosaur World. You can go to his birthplace, where I believe it was Franklin Roosevelt, one of the Roosevelt president's friends. I'm not perfect on my national park history. Actually dedicated this site. And when they did, they had several former presidents there. Very nice historical site to walk around. And then you can actually take a drive just a few miles away, but definitely something that you would drive on these windy country roads of Kentucky to get to the place where he lived the first several years of his life before he moved to Illinois and Indiana, and then, of course, eventually Washington, D.C. A lot of history there, a lot of different places that you can roam around the area. I think they have a place for his dad worked. It's all listed in the National Park Historic site. Going to the visitor center is the best place to start your journey there. So there's 3 things. I would say you can spend 1 night, 2 days at Mammoth Cave, depending on how much you like to hang out underground. You can do a half a day at Dinosaur World and a half a day at the Abraham Lincoln historic sites, giving yourself a nice 3-day, 2-night road trip in Kentucky. This is Mike R. If you have any questions on these Romies, always here to chat with you. Hope you find some adventure in whatever way serves you. I'll talk to you soon. See you next time. Peace.